Hey, and welcome to another episode of Anime Club. I am your host, Chris, and I am joined by my amazing co host, Shakira.
Shakira, Shakira.
Nah, it's not, it's Phoebe, sorry.
Chris, they would never have known if they were just listening.
We've got video on Spotify now. Actually, we could plug the Spotify because every week
Oh my
we
god.
put out the episode of Anime Club on a Wednesday at like 6 a.m. for funsies.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's it. So if you prefer listening from an app on your phone that uses hardly any data or something, I don't know what the selling points of Spotify are. If you just prefer Spotify, I guess. Otherwise, you can subscribe, like, comment down below, and support the YouTube. It's up to you. We're giving you options here on Anime Club, and that's a beautiful thing.
do what you want. But yeah,
Do what you want. We'll be here anyway.
but how you doing?
Like, unsubscribe. I'm all right, thanks.
Ah,
I'm in a slightly unhinged mood. There's been a lot going on,
yeah.
and quite frankly, anime has become like this beautiful source of yeah, beautiful source of hope and revisiting the past as well with this week.
Yeah, remember berries,
Yeah.
nostalgia time. I've
Oh, I remember.
I've had some good news as well. I can finally smell today. It's not that good for anyone else. I've been ill for a while, so I've not been able to smell anything. But I've got like
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
a wax melt that I normally have on that has like Vicks in it, like the vapor rub stuff, and it smells amazing. I don't even know if we are
Oh, that's
actually
good.
have we got sound and stuff. Get in. We are as well. I've set up the
Yeah.
stream properly. I did accidentally start it on another thing by accident, but it'll be fine. Paul's not there.
It's
Not yet.
fine. I love this. We do 1 week where we're off sick and 1 week where we pre-record to accommodate, and we've completely forgotten how live works. Like, if that's
Yeah.
not a sign that you're in your mid-30s, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Technology is new and frightening.
Oh yeah, because we skipped last week because you were ill, like deathly ill, and it
That
was
was
my
the week
birthday.
before, and then we recorded because you were, yeah, it was your birthday and you were off down south.
Yeah, and I went out for a steak
Yeah.
as well. Love a steak.
Oh yeah, the steak looked amazing, to be
Yeah,
fair.
did post it in the
I was
Discord.
very jealous. And also for your birthday, you got some amazing snacks from the lovely Miss Molly, who's made her first ever podcast appearance this week as well on Top Grumps.
Yeah,
So if you haven't seen that, head on over to the Top Grumps playlist, and you can see the effervescent Molly.
Evanescence, Emily, and that.
Effervescent.
Oh, yeah. Same diff. Yeah, talking about Twilight, which I never thought that
Yeah.
I would watch in my life, but yeah. But
You
since
have
we're talking
to.
about food,
Yeah.
um, snacks. It was my birthday last week, so you get no snacks. No, I'm joking.
I get zero snacks. Well, I get basic snacks, is what, like, all the good snacks go to Chris. It's
No one can
neutral.
outshine me on my birthday. Sorry.
And no one's allowed to outshine Chris on his birthday episode, in which we're doing one of his favourite animes of all time. But I have got myself some What's-Its. Cheeky What's-It?
Cheeky go.
Um, and, and some squash.
Oh,
Because it's
nice.
important to stay hydrated. Yeah, yeah. It's berries and
See,
cherries. Berries
I
and
don't
cherries.
drink any water whatsoever. I just drink Monster and the odd cup of coffee. I shall
You are what
probably
you
not be
drink.
healthy. In 10 years, I'll be like crumbled dust.
I think if both of us make it to 10 years, we've been doing all right. We have defied medical science.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll have the
bleak.
NHS
Uh,
like, can we look at your body for science, please? Just don't know how you've managed it.
Did you know that apparently they can reject bodies? You know when like people like donate their bodies to science. So there's
Yeah,
two
yeah,
things that I heard from working in the NHS that I never thought I would know the answer to. Actually, there are lots of things that are weird that I've learned working in the NHS, but one of them is that they can reject your body for being too jacked up.
no way.
Like, as in, this isn't going to be useful for anyone to learn on. Yeah, and then the second thing, like, it can happen. So they can be like, no, thank you. And also, like, sometimes they just have enough cadavers because people, like, lots of people donate their body to science.
Right.
And number two is that after a set period of time, you get the body back, having had it be used for science. So it's
Right.
not like a way of disposing of the body. They don't do the disposal thing.
So you still have to
And I
do the
didn't
funeral
realize that.
costs and everything as well.
Yeah, well, that's what one of the people I worked with told me, was that you have to, like,
Right.
after, like, it's after like 3 years or something, or like a year or something, you get the body back,
Am I
which is
right in
weird.
thinking that the test like makeup and stuff on them? So you could get like
Maybe.
like
I think it
grandma
depends
back
where
with a full face of
full face of Revlon.
yeah. Oh, grandma, you look amazing.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's dead.
Oh.
Speaking of bringing people back from the dead, though.
Oh no, I need to go through my snacks first. Sorry.
Yeah, you need to do your snacks. Yeah, because you've got good snacks.
Um, purely coincidental, dental, right? I've got some rabbit sacks, which is my little snack, which the strawberry chocolatey things, and it must be some sort of anniversary for this snack, which is the 35th anniversary. I can't read Japanese, so I don't know. And it is a fish, and it's birthday cake flavoured. Fish, fish,
Yeah.
fish. And Phoebe, do you fancy a cream colon? Because I have one.
Kris, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, they do smell a bit weird for colons, but hopefully it tastes
Which I
nice.
stand by. It would be weirder if they didn't smell weird, if it's called a cream colon. Like, I would expect a level of weirdness. And those are also the first thing I want you to put in your mouth.
Is that colon or colon or something? Cream colon. I don't know.
I think it's better to just go with colon.
What do you think those look like?
I don't know. Show me. Oh, that looks like a suppository.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to consume those? Lee's asking, when am I going to have a lumpy juice? Great question, Lee.
After the cream colon.
Yeah, probably. I did find a local, like, it's called Asia Mart, and they have got some interesting snacks, and I want to go in. But they've got lots of peach flavored things, and I love a peach flavored thing. So I might try for the next anime club to, like, go down there and raid their shelves.
It's expensive though,
of...
isn't it?
It is expensive. It is expensive.
Premium stuff. Because it'll be like if you're in Japan, it'd be like, oh, I have creamy colons all the time with my loose change.
Yeah.
But over here, there'll be like a couple of quid.
Do you think there's certain snacks that get exported to other countries that are like that but English? Like, do you think anyone's out there like paying a £5 for a Mars bar?
Right. So, can you remember the series The Osbournes?
Yeah, I love the Osbournes.
Can you not remember when they found an English food shop and Ozzy walked in and there was like
And he
Mars
filled a
bars
whole drawer.
and he just started loading up his basket. I reckon each one of those Snickers was about $5 or something back then as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't think there'll be as big of a market. Or would you get like Highland toffee bars and Cadbury? Oh no, Cadbury's. People love Cadbury's. Galaxy.
People love Cadbury's. I feel like Cadbury's are owned by Hershey. I imagine that but Galaxy is like still Mars owned, isn't it? And they're English chocolate. But also, like, the ones I think of, like, what are those, like, is it the Kendall mint cake? You know, like, because here's the other thing. Here's the other theory I have, is that maybe when we get snacks that are like Japanese snacks, we're like, oh my god, this is so fun and exotic and weird. But people like in Japan might be like, that's trash snacks. No one eats those.
Yeah.
And it's like the Kendall mint cake. Those are the ones that are by the till in like a service station. You know?
Yeah. Or sometimes I think, do you know the snacks where you make them, where you mix loads of ingredients together and it's a edible slime or something like that? I would think if
Oh
they
yeah,
sold
yeah.
them in the UK, I'm like, who can be arsed? Just put it in my mouth. I don't want to. I
I've already gone through the effort of opening up the packaging. What more do you want from me?
just dump it in.
Shove it in my mouth. Let the saliva do the work.
Exactly.
Yeah. What are they called? They're called
Relatable.
like popping cookins or something.
Something like that. I've seen them, but I've never
Yeah.
bought one. But
I've had
but
one.
what they're like? They're worth it. Worth the work, effort.
No, they're not.
See.
If anything, you can. I'm just. They're like the portions are teeny tiny. First of all, so
Mm,
immediately a lose on my like. I
yeah.
want like a decent thing. It's why I quite like the look of that fish thing because it looks like there's a snack. You know?
Do you know what it has the texture of? Can you remember them money notes that you used to get? You can probably still just made of sugar paper. It has that texture,
Yeah.
but
Or
like,
like the stuff you get on like birthday cakes when they like have a printed picture.
oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like wafer paper.
yeah, or wafer
Oh.
paper. But we
Wafer.
are 12 minutes in, and we haven't even mentioned what we are talking about. So it is my pick this
Off
week.
to a strong start.
It's fine. We've done very little prep for this besides watching the episodes. I've seen it quite a few times, because it is in my top 5 anime. I would say. I wouldn't say top
Go
one
on,
because that
Christian.
changes all
Show
the
us your
time.
tattoo. Show us your
Oh,
tattoo.
I thought you'd never ask. Oh, I got that in my dinner break at college.
Did you?
That was the second tattooist as well because I went the first one. Obviously, I was like freshly turned 18. He looked at us and went,
Yeah,
"Sorry, can't do it." And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, I can't do
because you look 14.
I can't do circles." I was like, "What? Okay, whatever. I'll go to the next one."
Do you know what though? That is a very circle dependent design, and
Yeah,
I appreciate the integrity of that tattoo artist being like, if I do
that
this,
was
it's going to be
that
bad.
was an excuse.
Yeah, almost certainly, but still.
Yeah, I did get it done for 30 quid in South Shields by an ex-miner. I knew that because he was telling us as his apprentice was putting whiskey in his coffee. So, anyway, yes, Full Metal Alchemist.
At least he had a nice steady hand.
Before he was like this, need me drink.
But yeah, sorry, Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. I know it's kind of cliche to say Full Metal Alchemist is one of the greats, but it is one of the greats. You cannot deny it. Um,
Uh,
we'll watch the first 3 episodes. I've
yeah.
seen them all before, a long time ago. I can remember a lot of it, but I've probably forgotten a lot of it as well. It's due a rewatch.
Mm,
Oh, Sarah Peach is subscribed again. I got a
thanks,
free
Sarah Pete.
milestone chat. I'm wasting it. Cheers for wasting it on us.
Yay.
Have a cream Colin.
Yeah, what do those taste like, by the way?
They're nice. They're filled with like strawberry hard mousse
Ooh,
stuff,
hello.
and it's like a little
Ooh, like a
biscuity.
ganache kind of situation.
I don't know that word, but yes. You see the one from Dennis and Menace?
Ganache.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So can I ask why? So I know that we've been talking about doing a Full Metal Alchemist episode since we started Anime Club. Like this was one of the ones where we're like, at some point we're gonna do this.
yeah, yeah.
Why is it? And actually, we were gonna do the film Conquerors of Shambhala, and then when we started doing it, we were like, should we just watch the series?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it one of your favorite animes? Can I ask that? I know that you're supposed to be asking questions this week, but I
No,
kind
it's
of want to
fine.
hear. I want to kind of hear you yeah. Why does it hold this special place for you?
It's one of them things. It was 2003, So it was
Mm.
one of the first animes that I properly binged, and I followed it
Oh.
as it was coming out. I didn't really look at the manga, but I was obsessed with it. I used to look at all of the background info, like what's the equivalent exchange, and used to go into right in depth down
Mm.
rabbit holes. I loved everything about it. It's got like dark twists. It's got an amazing world, and the power system's amazing to me. It's not just like I just pulled chi out of my arse kind of thing. The equivalent exchange was like completely new to me, and it blew my mind back in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2003. 13-year-old Chris. But yeah.
13-year-old Chris, 13-year-old Phoebe as well. So I also watched this around when it first came out,
Mm,
maybe like a year into it. And I agree. I think the lore and the world building is really good in Full Metal Alchemist. It's so good, and the equivalent exchange is such a cool concept because it stops characters from being these like all powerful godlike
yeah.
people, and there's like a price to pay, and you know that from like episode 1, you know that a price has been paid,
Yeah.
and like it's
You
yeah,
kind of
just
could
intensely
create
good.
something from nothing. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's a song, isn't
exactly.
it?
And also I find it interesting because I do think out of all of the animes I've ever watched, this is for me what I would think of as the engineers. The
Mm.
engineers anime. So the fact that I know that you're like a tinkerer by trade, I'm like, yeah, of course Chris likes this. It makes perfect sense.
Do you know what it is? For some reason, I gravitated towards Winry as well. I was like, she's one of the
Yeah,
best
of course.
characters. There's nothing not to like about her.
There's also never been a character that looks more like Molly. like there's part of me that in my head when you first saw Molly, you were like, oh, it's a real life Winry. Except
But
for I don't think Molly would know what to do with a blowtorch.
no, besides battering us with it.
Which is very Winry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You've been playing with light as a kid. Oh, so, actually, just as you're taking a drink there, do you want to tell us a little bit about what it's about? Because you watched the first 3 episodes
Yeah.
as a reminder. I think you have. Have you watched it?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah, no, I
rewatch it?
watched it. I watched
Oh,
it on Wednesday actually.
right.
Um, and I really had to stop myself doing a full rewatch because
Yeah.
also I'm now in the middle of like a full rewatch of like so many other animes that we've been doing like a kind of vintage anime kick,
Yeah.
and all I want to do is to just go back and watch everything now.
Yeah. Don't blame me.
um,
Oh,
but I think so. The first thing is the first 3 episodes of this are perfect storytelling, and I know that's a bold claim, but I do believe it's perfect storytelling because you start off by finding out that some sort of tragedy has occurred with two brothers around alchemy.
hmm.
So you first see Ed and Al trying to accomplish some alchemical feat, but it's not really clear at first what they're trying to do. But you cut to the outside of their house and you hear like a cry of complete like devastation and agony, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And then the next minute they're in the desert. So they do
Yeah.
this non-linear storytelling, which is really interesting because they drip feed the backstory of the characters, which always feels to me more organic because how often do you meet someone and find out everything about their life up front? Like that's not how like relationships are built, and therefore like it shouldn't be how storytelling works.
I know some people will do
And if
that.
you do, that's a red flag because that person is trauma dumping on you.
Yeah. Well, I was born.
Yeah. My name is Andy Dufresne. Uh, oh, what's that? Oh,
That's rabbit sack
is that
things.
your rabbit sacs things? Well, they
Mm.
look good. Mm.
No, oh, they're like kind of just a bit like fake chocolate, but strawberry flavor.
Ooh, I'm into that. Toss it back. So yeah, so they cut to the desert. You find out there's this whole thing about like some guy who's pretending to be a miracle worker. He's actually just like a rogue alchemist. You find out about some of the like acceptable and taboo subjects around alchemy. So like playing with life is this like dark forbidden practice, or like it's not necessarily forbidden. People do it, but it's considered like not cool.
No, no.
No, no, no. Bad things will happen. And then that's when you cut back to the brothers to find out that they have attempted to bring their dead mother back from the grave. So their father has like left and they want to try and bring their mother back. And as you've alluded to in the title of this episode, they pay a really heavy price for that. Ed loses his arm and his leg, and Al loses his whole body and becomes this like strange spirit creature that inhabits a suit of armor to move through the world. And it's fabulous.
Actually,
and it's so good. And that's the first 3 episodes. So much happens in those first 3 episodes.
yeah, but it does do it in a way where it engages you and doesn't just give you it all outright. It's like
100%, and it's really well paced. It's like it mixes up humor with like the tragedy of it. It's so good.
Exactly. That's why I love it. Even in the first scene when you first get introduced to alchemy, he Ed accidentally knocks over a radio. And he says, "Hey, don't worry, I'll fix it." He draws the symbol on the ground, puts his hand out, and it fixes again. And he says, "Oh yeah, equivalent exchange. I've not taken anything, created anything, so it's absolutely hunky dory." And then it gradually goes into why Al's special, because he doesn't need a transmutation circle. Weird. But out of the 2 brothers, right, considering both their situations, Al has got a metal arm, metal leg. Ed has got no body, but he's trapped in a suit of armor. Which would you rather be if you had to?
Obviously, metal arm, metal leg. Being trapped in a suit of armor is the shittest of the deals. And also,
Yeah.
I feel he was talked into that whole situation. Like, he's the younger brother, right? And he gets such a raw deal. Like, he really is the true like tragic hero of the story in my book, because it's like he gets really fucked over by his brother, and his brother better like spend his entire life trying to get his body back is all I can say. like of course that's what you do, because that, not on.
Yeah, it's equivalent to getting the Mad Catz controller, isn't it?
Yeah.
The snidey PlayStation controller. Oh, you can have that one. It's better. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's a fun colour.
Yeah. See-through. It's wired though. But I would choose to say mainly because if you're stuck in a suit of armor, you can't eat, or taste, or sleep.
Do any of the good things.
And as a child, you could go mad.
Yeah. And also that arm is cool, because I had forgotten. One of the things that I had forgotten and remembered watching it back is how he transmutes the into a sword, like into a blade arm. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool visual effects. It's just cool. Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying me fish.
Oh yeah, nice. How's your fish? Birthday cake fish.
It's
for the birthday boy.
It's a lot less flavorful than I thought it would be, but it's nice. It's like a strawberry Aero, but instead of chocolate, it's wrapped in like cardboard.
Oh, I actually quite like the sound of that, even the wrapped in cardboard bit. I'm imagining the cardboard to be like, like those pink wafer biscuits.
A plain one of them, yeah.
Yeah. Delicious.
It's very dry though.
Or for my fellow lapsed Catholics in the audience, communion wafer.
I wouldn't know what one of them was if someone threw it at us. I'd probably try to play Pogs with it or something.
If someone threw it at you, that would be an act of sacrilege. You're not allowed to take them out of the church. Yeah. It's a whole thing. We'll talk about it another time, not an anime club. But it's a whole thing, and I've got some wild stories I can tell you about people like trying to take them out of like churches and stuff. Yeah.
Are they trying to do like backyard communions with them? Oh, another time. Okay. Another time. Sorry.
That's all right. I forgive you, my son. So I just feel like we're so derailed already.
It's fine. It's Friday night. It's 8:30. We're eating fish snacks, and what's it? What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? So,
Hmm.
you were going to ask a question, then you shoved some fish in your mouth.
I was going to, but then I forgot where we're at. But yeah, we went through the plot of the first 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of the animation style? Because I thought it
Oh,
popped as well. 2003, like the equivalent would be.
so
Oh, sorry.
no, I agree. I looked up what other animation was happening at that time
Hmm.
because I was trying to like benchmark it. 2 secs. So in 2003.
It's got to be like Naruto, maybe the original one.
So oh, this is Western animation. I was looking up like Western cartoons.
All right, well,
Do you think? Yeah, maybe Naruto. Like, so actually, so I thought it was good. I think the background art's really good. So
right.
it was less colourful than I remember it being,
Hmm.
and I think that's something that I've noticed. Like when we've gone back to Trigun and stuff as well. But if I look at like if I compare it, it's like so the first episode in February 2023, 2003. You have the first episode of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comes out.
Right.
Um, you have the Venture Bros was another one. Scooby Doo was a thing. Old Scooby Doo, South Park, and I then went back and looked back, and like in terms of films, you do also have things like Spirited Away, which I think is different. It's a whole different ball game. But I was trying to think in terms of TV, Happy Tree Friends, Futurama premieres for the first time. Not for the first time. The Sting. It's that episode, which is like an iconic Futurama episode. And I was thinking, like, actually, I think it holds up really well compared to other animation from that period, especially considering there's no way it had like the same no way it had the same budget as Futurama, and even like Fairly Odd Parents. That was what like cartoons that was
Yeah,
airing during 2003.
but also,
Great series, but like completely like compared to the level of detail that's in Full Metal Alchemist and the level of like dynamic action,
yeah.
I would say this is like definitely one of the better offerings from the noughties.
Oh yeah, sure. Also, do you not think it might be less colourful than you remember because you're not a bright-eyed, looking towards the future 13-year-old?
But A, literally, because now I'm night blind. B, so literally my vision is less bright. And B, yeah, I do also like so some of the darker themes I think I actually enjoyed it more watching it now than I did when I was 13. I
Right.
think at 13 I probably found some of it a bit like, oof, no one's that bleak in real life. And now I'm like, that seems about right. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually this has staying power. Yeah, maybe.
So do
What
you
about
think?
you? How did you?
I was just gonna say, do you think it's held up? Because I know that I'll look at a lot of things through nostalgia eyes and rose tinted glasses,
Yeah,
and I'll go back and watch it. Example, the original Trigun series. I didn't think as much of it as I did when I originally watched it, which is fine. I
yeah.
still enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as much.
I don't think the animation is as as crisp as I remember it. Like, and I think when you're like,
Mm,
because I've also been watching. I actually rewatched the first series of Kaiju, ready for series 2, which is now airing.
mm,
And that animation is obviously like super crisp, super like detailed, very like action based.
yeah,
And I think at first I was like, oh, am I watching a dodgy copy or is this actually what it looks like, what it's always looked like? And I just
yeah.
remember it being much crisper in my head. But what I found was that because the story is so good, very, very quickly I sank into a kind of slightly simpler like I think it's mostly the characters are the bit that feels older. Like the set,
Mhm.
I still stand by those the city like landscape bits of it. Great. Also the other thing that I think is different. What were we watching when we every background artist, like every background character was different? We watched something recently.
Uh, was it not like something like
Um,
Stampede?
it might be Stampede. It might be Stampede. It might also have been Vending Machine.
To be fair, that did.
Um,
That was.
weirdly,
Mm,
I think it might have been Vending Machine. And what I noticed in this is that sometimes there is a little bit, and this is very like 90s noughties animation. Sometimes you get a little bit of repetition of the animation sequences.
yeah.
And you also get a little bit of like generic background character kind of drawing. It's like, oh, we're in a
Oh,
desert. Better put like 5 men in a turban. Do you know? It's like a bit that.
yeah, yeah. Do you know what it is?
um,
I've noticed that a lot more with Ghibli at the minute.
yeah,
Generic old woman. You know the
Eric Oldwoman
face.
face.
Um, old man
You know the
face.
crone.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and I kind of unsee it now. But that's just
Yeah,
Ghibli because I've been watching it a lot more in detail now, as opposed to just eyes glossed over. Oh, this is pretty.
this is cute.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's part of that period of like anime is that like if studios didn't always have huge budgets,
yeah,
um,
it's better
sometimes
than
they did repeat sequences. It doesn't repeat as much as some, like Sailor Moon, for example. You watch Sailor Moon, if you cut out all of the repeated animation sequences in Sailor Moon, you'd probably have an anime which is about 20 minutes in total for the whole series. It's insanely repetitive.
It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but love Sailor Moon, don't get me wrong.
It's better than AI animation
The For
mm,
now. Soon
for
the
now.
robots will take over the world.
True,
And then it'll be
true.
full metal anime.
I bet. Oh yeah, did you actually have you actually seen Brotherhood as well? Because this is the reimagining, remake, different one.
Alternative timeline.
Yeah.
Uh, don't get me started on Brotherhood. So, I love Full Metal Alchemist. Cannot recommend it highly enough. Seriously, go watch it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's good. It's a great story arc, and you will come to really, truly, deeply care about these characters.
Yeah.
Brotherhood, I feel like is a cop out, and I know I've said this to you already. And I'm sorry if you enjoy it, people, but it's the equivalent of going and they woke up and it was all a dream. That is just like so from the start. I'm like, and I don't think I've ever given Brotherhood a fair shot because I have that like that's a cop out
I
in my
haven't.
head. But also randomly Nazis are in it, and I don't know
Are
why.
there?
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Oh, I didn't
thing.
know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
So
mean,
like
even in the end of the ending of this series is the Conqueror of Shambhala, which is the film that we were going to do. That it comes back to our world, which is the parallel to this one. Um, during World War Two, that didn't have Nazis in,
yeah.
did it? It was kind of just baddies. It wasn't implicit Nazis. There was no like, um,
There's no implicit Führer,
yeah, yeah,
but I think yeah,
implied but
it's
not explicit.
it's implied, and Brotherhood kind of picks up from that kind of like alternate reality kind of place
Right.
where you leave off in Conqueror of Shambhala. Um,
I
yeah, so
see.
I've watched the first few episodes of Brotherhood, couldn't get behind it, and I was like, maybe this isn't for me. But I'd be willing to do it for Anime Club to go back and look at it with like eyes now, because the other thing is that a lot of people who love Full Metal Alchemist are like, and isn't Brotherhood so good? And then I have to sit there and be like, I guess.
See, I think I did the same as you.
So,
I watched the first episode, can't remember a single thing about it, and then I stopped, and I
no.
don't know why.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
every intention
Well,
I've bought it in the other room on my bookshelf. I've got them all in DVD. I don't have everything to play DVDs at the minute, but I've got them all on
precious
my bookshelf.
artifacts.
Exactly,
Yeah,
old
I no
media.
longer. Does your computer even have a disk drive? My computer
No,
doesn't have a disk drive.
no,
It's not a thing, right?
no. It's just a shiny frisbee, isn't it? No,
Yeah. Oh,
but
2003.
yeah, but I might give it a try. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff that I want to
Go for it.
catch up on, so it's at the very bottom of the list. But I
Yeah,
might.
yeah. I can add it to our list, and then at some point we'll have to do it.
Yeah, but so a question kind of about later on in the series. So I
Mm.
did ask you this before, and you said this was a horrible question to ask you. So I'm just gonna
Question
ask you
just brings
now
me.
and not expect an answer. You can answer at any time later on in the
Yeah.
episode, just before we say bye. You can be like, "Oh, and bar," but um, you normally get when you get your alchemist license, you get a title, a name. So Alphonse Elric is called the Full Metal Alchemist. What do you think your title would be?
So it's so unfair a question, because what it also, because in order to be able to come up with the title, you have to think about how would you like cast alchemy, like what's your whole vibe gonna
Mm,
be, and that
mm,
is really difficult. And I feel like I would like to maybe have some sort of uh. Like I don't know, like I feel bardy about it. Like maybe it's like a kind of like a musical thing, or like a kind of like painting thing. They do lots of drawing of circles. I can draw. So maybe it's like I don't know, but it's like impossible to think. And I do know two things.
right.
One, it would be incredibly pretentious a title when I do
Yeah.
think of it.
Yeah.
Um, and two, uh, I probably would be a terrible alchemist. It's way too structured.
Uh, so something
And
like
I
artsy fartsy alchemist.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. The watercolorist. So lame.
oh.
She, everyone could definitely take that person in a fight. Is what I'm thinking. Like it'd
Yeah.
have to be that sort of thing. I
Fight
don't
her in the
know.
rain. All of our circles just wash
Yeah,
away.
yeah, yeah.
It's watercolor, isn't
The sketcher.
it? Named after a shoe. Well, before you can turn that
Yeah.
question back to me, so like
No,
Al
no.
says in
You
the first
have to.
episode that creating a chimera is one of the worst types of alchemy there is, which is kind of weird because like people try to raise the dead. Um, but morally, where do you think your line would be? Would you do something like give Eddie a hand so he can let himself out for a wee? Would you like something kind of harmless but horrible at the same time?
I had pets that I would trust with human hands. Eddie is not one of them. I feel like he would commit so many atrocities if he had
Yeah.
thumbs. It'd be a disaster. So some of the chimera can talk, although
Mm,
deeply tortured a sound.
yeah. Yeah.
And I do wonder if maybe I'd give him like a little human. He's sitting on my lap right now, like looking very sleepy and cute. And I wonder if he'd like a human voice box. And then instead of like hearing his yippy bark, I could hear him be like, "Oi, oi!"
I think he would just constantly say slurs, don't you?
I
Just
think he would as
horrible
well.
names. Yeah.
He'd just be. I reckon he's deeply, deeply vile and troubled. So, in answer to your question, my line is probably I wouldn't mess about with life. That feels, uh, yeah, not cool. What about
Mm.
you? And what would your alchemist title be?
But yeah, so what would your favourite character be? Oh,
Can I
do
tell
you know?
you? Can I tell you what I think your alchemy would be?
I do
I
actually
think it'd
have
be
one,
some.
but yeah, go
Oh,
on.
do you?
What do you think?
Oh
No, I
my
want to know what
god!
you think
Oh,
first.
no. Okay, so I think it would be some sort of blowtorch fire-based
Yeah.
type alchemy. Um, and I think therefore, I would name you something like the Flamer.
Oh.
I stand by it.
Weirdly, that means something very different now to when it did in 2003.
Yeah, true. It's very true. Isn't language funny?
Oh. Hey,
What's the one that you came up with?
I would say something like the Metal Pool Alchemist because it sounds cool.
Ooh.
And when you're welding, you make little metal pools.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The Metal Pool Alchemist does sound cool.
Mm, no one wants to
I'm
take a dip in
regretting
that.
my I'm regretting my paint water alchemist. That's what I think that would be. The paint water alchemist. Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. So you doing painting by numbers? That's a thing that you're doing now. You're in your mid-30s, right?
Oh, don't take the mick out of my numbers
No,
because I.
but what I'm about to say is, when you get into it, you at some point you're going to have the awful experience of picking up what you think is a delicious mug of tea, taking a sip only to realise it is paint water.
See, I
I
don't
cannot
mind
tell
that.
you how many times I've done that.
Ah, what's weird is I do the same all the time at work, but with horrible cold tea. But
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
sometimes and it's a
disappointing.
couple of days old, and you're like, "Oh, what was that lump?"
What? Clean up your workspace. No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't make me.
I'd rather run the risk of accidentally swallowing mold.
Giving myself dysentery.
It's fine. Make it skinny. So, who's your favorite character?
uh, I mean, Winry's a pretty good one. She's hard to
Hmm.
beat. Who's the guy? You know the guy, Dad, the dad.
Which
Oh,
dad?
the dad.
Which one?
You know the dad. I need to get his name up because he's not in the first three episodes. Do I have to pick from the first three episodes, or can I pick from
No,
the
you can
whole
pick whoever you
series?
want. Pick whoever you want.
Okay.
You mean the one who dies?
Uh,
Maze Hughes.
oh, Mace Hughes. Oh,
He
spoiler.
he's the
If you
dad
haven't watched,
who has an
yeah,
unfortunate time in a telephone box.
yeah. Not. I didn't mean the guy who the worst character in anime of all time.
Shao Tucker.
Not that dad. Not Tucker. Absolutely not Tucker. No, it's Hughes. Mace Hughes is probably my favorite character, and I can remember that being one of the. There are a few. There are a few anime series that had devastated me from killing off characters, and
Yeah.
Mace Hughes' funeral is one of those episodes of anime that has devastated me as a
Yeah.
person. I've learned to trust a little bit less as a result of
Yeah.
because Hughes
Co-
was so yeah.
Coming
He just
from,
wants to help.
I mean, in my background up until then, I was watching shonen stuff, so it was just like very, very rarely a character's gonna die. Might have a funeral episode, and then I'll move on like nothing's happened. But this was a plot point for Roy Mustang as well, and it was just like
So
he was,
that's my other favorite character is Roy
yeah,
Mustang. He's great.
Fire Alchemist,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Ah, yeah. I feel bad now, Maze Hughes. His little daughter
Yeah,
as well, and his wife.
yeah. Yeah, and that should have been a sign because I think that literally the anime introduces you to them like the episode before he dies. Like they really lay it on thick of like this guy's a good guy.
Yeah, yeah. He really loves his family, and he's a good man,
He
and he helps
really
Roy
loves his
Mustang.
family and he all he wants to do is to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So what
Devoed.
what did you think of the homunculus with them being a sin as well?
Creepy AF.
Yeah.
Also, the yeah, creepy AF. Is you talking about the big creepy bird things?
No, that's a chimera. I'm on about like
Oh,
there's King Bradley who, I mean, I'll not let's not go that one.
oh,
There's
yeah, yeah,
greed,
yeah.
sloth, envy, lust. Um,
Yes, and you spotted something that I'd never seen before, and I have seen this at least 2 or 3 times. Full Metal Alchemist,
yeah,
but you spotted in the first episode. Is it like Envy or someone is in the background?
lust.
Um,
Who is
Lust
it?
is
Who
in the
is? Oh,
background,
I don't want to spoil it, but
and is
she is related to him, to the main character.
yeah, 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 and she is the first person to say his name in the whole series, to say
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist, and it's like a huge hidden thing right there in the open. Really cool.
It
I
was the
liked,
first time I've
yeah,
noticed it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was impressed that you noticed it because I've, yeah, literally never spotted it before. And when you sent me the screenshot, you were like, "Oh," and yeah, I freaked.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, I love the Sins. I think they're great baddies.
yeah.
Um,
And their creation as well. Because they're
yeah.
all failed human resurrections, basically. And when you try to
Yeah.
bring a human life back from the dead, it creates a homunculus, which is like a embodiment of sin.
Mm.
It's got loads of like Catholic guilt stuff in this, doesn't it?
Maybe that's why it resonates.
From all the bodies that you've been trying to bring back.
Yeah, yeah,
Zombie
yeah,
Thebes.
yeah. Old necky Phoebes.
But do you think there's anything you want to see more of or less of in the future? I mean, I know you've seen it all, but is there
Yeah.
anything that you feel that's like could have been explored a little bit more or too much in it?
I so I don't think there's anything that they explore too much. I think they drip feed you stuff.
Mm.
And I had the same feeling watching it this time as watching it the first time, which was, "Oh, I think I want to know what happens next." Like they do
Yeah.
leave you on these kind of like with because it doesn't do Monster of the Week style anime
No, no.
really. Like it has a continuous story arc, which is about right for anime of that period. Like you know you have like the Naruto kind of the big arcs, big epic arcs. Same with like One Piece and stuff. Um, but it is really good at containing stories. So it's not really a cliffhanger, but it somehow they give you like loads of questions. So you want to know like, will the brothers be able to find the Philosopher's Stone that they need to um the Philosopher's Stone that they need to like create bodies for themselves? Will they ever figure that out? Are they going like what's the whole role of like the guild in it as well? Because you learn a little bit about the alchemist guild.
Yeah.
Like is their job to like hunt down rogue alchemists, or are they just hunting for the stone? Like there's lots of questions that you have. Um yeah, and I find interesting, including what did they do to the mother? Because you see her as like this horrible
Yeah.
like
Do
flesh monster.
you know, don't you?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Oh, okay.
know.
I was kind of like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. But
Hypothetically.
that noise that you just made, hypothetically, that's one of the questions I would have. That noise that you just made, that's the noise that she makes.
Weirdly, it's the noise
Uh,
Chow Tucker's daughter sells as well.
oh
Big brother.
God,
Oh,
that's awful. And there was part of me that was worried that that was in the first 3 episodes. Like I remember that being really early on in the series, and I
yeah.
was like, oh God, am I gonna have to watch that? Because mentally, I don't know if I'm in the right headspace for Shao
Yeah,
Tucker.
I know what you
Oh,
mean, but I don't think it's as shocking now. I think because it's like, oh, every anime base has one joke, and it's just like that is Full Metal Alchemist thing. You know, the Shao Tucker,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dog girl.
Shao Tucker must die.
Yeah, everyone being obscenely angry at them. But it's I've seen a lot worse now as a 35-year-old.
Including Berserk, which is
Yeah,
truly,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think it's still pretty bad though. Is it? Do you understand the the? I was going to say something awful actually. Let's track to a different question.
Well,
um,
to be fair, I was just gonna start off the rounded off the question. Say, would you recommend it, and would you
yeah.
recommend watching the film as well? And what did you think about the series ending on a film?
I always feel like a series ending on a film feels like a weird choice. It feels like, do you know what it feels like to me? Like, you know, Firefly had to wrap their series with Serenity,
Yeah,
the film, in order to, because they like got cancelled. And I always feel like there's a like a connotation for me of uh like, oh, we just have to like we just have to like wrap this up. Let's do a film.
yeah, yeah,
Like, I think I would have preferred if they had found a way to do that in the series. But it is a good film.
yeah,
Yeah. But I think it's hard as well because, like, a film, I also think a good anime film should be standalone. Like, you should be able to watch it without having watched all of the series. And I think you would struggle to do that with Conquerors of Shambhala.
yeah. I get that. I think
Yeah.
it is a good film by itself, but you do need the series to understand most of the context.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. And
I,
but it is I'd recommend it. I'd recommend both of them. I'd recommend, and I even would, having done this, give Brotherhood another go. Just do the first 3 episodes of Brotherhood and see if maybe I
oh,
was unfair.
I think we should then at some point. Maybe it's not next week though.
Yeah, no.
But I was a bit I was kind of chuffed that it ended it on a film. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I got 51 episodes and I was like, right, where's the next one? Nothing. And do you know when you googling it on your 2003 internet, and you're like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
where is
On
this?
your LimeWire.
Yeah, looking for it there, I couldn't find it because it wasn't popular enough to get a seed. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so it was out in HMV. I'm sure I actually called HMV on the telephone to ask if they had this Conqueror of Shambhala copies left, as if there was going to be a massive rush on this DVD and people, it was going to sell out, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, we've got like 7 boxes in the back. No one's buying them."
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
can you keep a copy for us?" And he was like, "No, just come
yeah.
in.
No,
We've got
we're
loads."
HMV. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no one's getting it.
I can, yeah. That's quite cute, little nerdy 13-year-old Chris has to like make sure before he makes the trip out to HMV
It it
with his
took me
pocket money.
it took me ages to get up the courage to call that shop as well, because I was just like, oh no, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
talk to someone on the phone. Oh,
Do you remember phone anxiety being a thing? That was a
yeah.
thing like as a teenager. I think until I worked at like doing like sales on the phone. After you've done that, you just aren't scared of the phone.
See, I never did that till I was older, and it's like, do you know when you call your friend and the dad answered, and you're like, is thingy in? And he's like, why? What do you want him for? And they try to do that dad thing, and you're like, oh, this isn't a joke to me. Please just pass the phone.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not here to make a meaningful connection with you. I just want to talk to my friend. Please leave me alone.
I will cry and I will hang up, please.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I remember.
but yeah, I think that's about us for Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah. So, Chris, what are we going to do next week?
Oh, I have no idea. We did
Well,
we even discuss this?
yeah, we did. And you had a slightly different idea for next week.
Oh yes,
Which
we
was
did.
So we've both had a lot going on. And
Mhm.
life sometimes throws horrible things at you. And going back into our like nostalgia years doing Gundam Wing and Full Metal Alchemist, you had the beautiful idea, I think, to do like our top 3 comfort anime. Because that's kind of what we need right now. So we're just going to recommend, like, we're just going to talk about our top 3 comfort anime. Yeah, and I think that'll be great.
Yeah, me too. It's probably going to be talking a little bit about the show. We'll probably not watch 3 episodes, but we can talk about it in a rough
No.
idea, and that means that we can still do episodes on my favorite them comfort animes as well, if we want to.
Yeah, for sure. I'm expecting us at some point to all of these animes will appear on the list. I'm kind of curious if you're going to pick anything that we've talked about so far, or if it'll be new. But before we
sneeze, I'm wanting to know how many times you're going to put Mushishi on the list.
3, I'm only allowed to pick 3. I do love that. I do love that anime so much, Chris. I can't tell you.
I'm dangling the carrot. We'll do it one day.
I know. We'll do it one day. We just need to do one more episode on this.
But what's coming up on Nerd Up North?
Yeah, so this Sunday, join us. Join me and Jake, I think, on the Sunday podcast with Paul and Sammy, and we're going to be talking about our 3 perfect episodes of different series. So we've each picked 3 series, and we've each picked from those series what we think is a perfect epised. And we're just going to have a little chat. Can I just say I've changed my mind on them so many times, because I'm also like I can't do oops all anime. So we're going to do that, and then we've also got Countdown to Doomsday are doing they're doing Captain Marvel. We've got The Dirt for Top Grumps on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we've also got Monsters Monday, as always. They're doing something, and I can't remember what it is, but I just remember there's like a big old pig in the image, and there's also a very special interview. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to Nerdy Up North. Hit the like bell. Make sure that you're signed on for notifications, because we've got a very special interview with a filmmaker coming up. But I'm just going to tease you. I'm just going to leave that there with you, and let Paul talk about it in more detail, because he will, like, trust me, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, make sure that you're keeping an eye out for that, so that you don't miss all the exciting stuff.
Yeah. Brilliant. And so until next week then.
Yeah.
I don't know how. See, this is why I like you hosting it more, because I kind of start things and I kind of finish things. I can do middle things sometimes.
You're so good at the middle things, but that's great. Thank you so much. Don't be an anime. Be a top anime.
Hey, bye.
Oh.